Okay, well, it's been a while since we played, and I think, I was talking to the guys this morning. It's general tone of the team. I feel like we're, excited to play. I'm excited, to get back out there and, do what we do. So, um, Eagles are a tough team to prepare for. We spent, a lot of time getting ready for them this week. It's definitely a challenge, but, I think we're getting to the point here where, it's time to go out there and put it on the field. So we'll have one more good tune-up today, hopefully, and cover some situations, nail down some few loose ends, and be ready to go on Sunday. So looking forward to the opportunity. I know it'll be tough down there, but that's what the NFL is. They're all tough.
Raise your hand and we'll take questions. Ben Bowen.
Kind of along those same lines, this stretch you've got coming up now, Philly, Dallas, Houston, KC. How important is this stretch of games to you guys?
Yeah, we're just focused on one game. That's it, Philly.
How important, I guess, is this game to come off of the
It's the
bottom?
only game. Yeah, it's the only game we can control. So we'll do the best we can this week, and worry about next week.
Does the fact that the Ravens keep winning, and does that add any heightened urgency to these games?
Yeah, we can't control what anybody else does, so just worry about our football team and how we do, and that's all we can do.
Henry McKenna.
Alex Guerrero and Tom Brady, I guess, were talking, and Tom threw out the idea of playing until he was 47. I think it was sort of playful. I don't know the tone exactly, but in the context of history, how wild would that be to think that a quarterback could play to 47, that would even be possible?
Yeah, I don't know. Again, right now, really just trying to focus on getting our team ready to go against the Eagles, and trying to get myself ready to do a good job down there. So I'll leave all that for another day.
Mike Reese.
I wanted to ask you about their offensive coordinator and title, Mike Grell, family with that family you obviously have a connection with. What are your thoughts on just that family contributions to football, and I guess what you see from his coaching, even though Doug obviously is a big part of what they're doing offensively?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've known Mike since Al's with the Giants, and they won the state championship in New Jersey, and and then Matt played at Long Island, or when we were on Long Island, and stayed in contact with Al, and Matt, Mike, and through the years. So Al had a great career, and still continues to contribute to the game, and in broadcasting. He's we see him pretty regularly, in his preparations and so forth. Al's taught me a lot, and had a lot of great conversations with him about football and teaching and competition and so forth. And Matt's done a great job for us here in the scouting department. Haven't really worked with Mike other than ball boy and stuff like that, but he's also a very accomplished athlete, quarterback, and has had a good coaching career. Coached at Virginia, has coached in college and the NFL. Had a variety of responsibilities. So it's a good strong family. But Matt's done a great job for us. He's kind of worked his way up. Left his law career behind and converted to football, and he's done an excellent job of scouting for us and helping build the depth of our football team.
National scout?
Yeah, so he's moved. Yeah, he's moved up and sees. He's been in the Southeast, which is really a critical area in college scouting. Now he's expanded from that to. I don't really know exactly what the title is, throwing those terms around, but yeah, he's one of our top scouts, put it that way.
Jordan Matthews re-signed with Philly this week, and seems like he could play a significant role in this game. What did you learn about him as a player in the brief time that he was here?
Yeah, kind of the same thing we saw at Vanderbilt. He's a smart kid. He can play both inside and outside. He's got good length, good hands, and quickness, but learns well. Is a versatile player. I'm sure he can do a lot of different things in their offense, which he has in the past. So, really solid kid. Hard work.
Kyle?
Eagles are in kind of a unique situation running back right now with Stoll's gone to IR and Howard limited. They had Jay Ajayi in for a workout today. Is this a situation where you might have to prepare for a player who's not actually even on their roster?
Yeah, possibly, and we'll see what they do. Wouldn't be unprecedented, but it's not the norm either. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes, and as we find out more definitive information, then adjust our preparations accordingly.
Mike Reese?
This morning, just based on the game last night, a big topic of discussion just on social media.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Was Browns player Myles Garrett swinging his helmet at Mason Rudolph, took his helmet off. Knowing that everyone's talking about players, do you address that with them? And
Yeah, we've addressed that. We've addressed that multiple times.
Anything with this specific?
Well, I mean, every situation's different. There's no two that are the same. We can go back and look at, 50 of these through the years, some type of, fighting or ejections or whatever. They're all a little bit different. I wouldn't say that it's like offside penalties. There's a lot of different things happen, different situations, so forth and so on. But yeah, fundamentally, we, I tell the players what we should do in those situations, how we should handle them, and I think they've done a good job of it.
So like, it's pretty normal for you to go on your snap face like first thing every morning.
Pretty much.
You like that? It's like
See what happened, yeah, and check it out. Absolutely. Interact with everybody, see what they think. Yeah, get my opinions out there. I don't want to get left behind on that.
I thought I had it right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Then brush my teeth, and yeah. I wanna get them.
Aaron McKenna?
The NFL confirmed that the Patriots will be one of the teams that attends Colin Kaepernick's workout on Saturday. What do you remember about his game?
Yeah, I don't really have any comment on that. We're trying to get ready for the Eagles. That's really where our focus is.
John?
Nobody can really imagine a Patriots team being involved in a melee like we saw last night. Is there something different about the way you lead a team that would make players not go that far on the field, even in the heat of the moment?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not on any of the 31 teams, so I couldn't comment what it's like or isn't like somewhere else.
In terms of your effort to lead a team and keep discipline, how would you say you keep that in place?
Yeah, I don't know. We have a lot of good players, a lot of unselfish players, so I think that's really the key to it.
Ben Vaughn?
Just a follow-up to Henry. Do you guys know who you're sending to the workout on Saturday?
Yeah, like I said, Ben, I'm really focused on the Eagle game. So we have a personnel department. Those are the kind of things they do.
Are you all intrigued to see what Kaepernick looks like after this
Really
game?
focused on trying to beat the Eagles. Like that intrigues me a lot right there. Is just trying to get our team as well prepared as possible. We're going to play a good football team that's playing very well. That obviously we didn't do very well against the last time we played them in a competitive situation. So that's really what I'm focused the most on. Not last night's game, last week's game. Something that happened 5 years ago, something that happened 10 years ago. I mean, I don't really think that's that relevant.
Thomas said you never really got over the last time you guys played the Eagles. Does that game stick in your mind when you face the team again?
Well, I mean, I think you remember those games. I mean, I remember games I lost in high school. I remember games I lost in Pee Wee football. I remember games I lost at the Giants in Cleveland. And I mean, yeah, those games, sure, they stick with you. I mean, you remember some of the wins, but I think the losses stick with you more. But that's all in the past. That's water under the bridge right now. So we'll focus on this week and see how this one comes out.
Your final question? Go ahead, Andrew.
Obviously, they would know the best answer to this, but when you look at the Eagles' defense shifting to a little bit more man coverage in recent weeks, do you see that as a function of them getting healthier in the secondary with the personnel, or more kind of game-to-game decisions?
Yeah, I think Jimmy has the ability to do all the above: play zone, play man, max blitz, and so forth. And so those are his decisions based on however he makes them, whether it's game plan, personnel matchup, situation, some combination of all the above, as well as mixing it up and not doing the same thing all the time. But that's why Jimmy's a really good coach. He gets the most out of his players. He maximizes what they can do in the matchups that he has against the opponents. And so we'll have to be ready for a lot of different things. I'm sure he'll keep it moving on us. I don't know that we'll be able to predict what he's in, whatever those percentages may or may not have been in some other weeks. I mean, there's no guarantee that's what it's going to be against us, and how he sees us and how he wants to match up against us. And again, I think that will vary from situation to situation. I don't know if it's the same on 1st and 10 as it is on 2nd and 3 or 2nd and 12 or 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 9. I mean, it's not all the same. So, so much of this game's situational. We'll have to see how those things play out. Well, I can't imagine he's just going to come in and play one coverage all day. I can't imagine that. That doesn't happen in this league in any game. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll have to figure it out. And I'm sure it'll make it hard. She always does. So that's part of the challenge. They have great players, but they're very well coached. They're a good situational team. They're a good fundamental team. They're strong in all 3 areas of the game. And certainly Jimmy's one of the best in the National Football League. So, we'll have our work cut out for us. Okay. All right. Yep. Thanks.